Renee, Chris, and Mark are sour about winter. Real sour. Maybe the sourest. And they're really hemming it up, as you can see. These gentlemen do not even discuss winter without using a variety of expletives, and I can't blame them. The slush gets all jammed up into the wheelchairs, they get stuck and they get salt all over their hands and mud on their jackets. It just gets pretty nasty for them. In spite of this, these lads are keeping their souls warm with a big dream. That's right, these dudes are raising cash for
the sidecar and the bike.
And all the fixins, like according to Renee, he's been hyped about sidecars since before I was born. A few years back, Renee expressed his desire to ride a sidecar to support staff Jamie Turner and Kathy Murphy, and by last summer he got a chance to ride one. Thanks to the generosity of local sidecar owner Hans, Renee, Chris, and Mark all had a chance to experience the dream ride. And afterwards, you wouldn't believe how stoked these guys were. They were buzzing for days, so much so that they had to get one for themselves. Thus, the fundraising began. With the help of friends and support staff like Kelly Allen, they set up a GoFundMe page and organized a benefit show to raise money.
Let's talk about this event at the Raven and Republic. Chris, where is it at and how much does it cost?
It costs $5. Anybody can buy it. To me or anybody at the door.
So tickets are available at the door.
It's available at the door or for me. Anyone.
Anyone. Regardless of race, orientation, or creed.
Anyone.
I've also heard word there'll be some kind of a dinner fundraiser down the line.
In the summer, we're gonna hold a spaghetti supper, spaghetti meatball supper, outdoors.
There was also a rock memorabilia auction, and now the lake walk. So one day, Erik the Kokemachine Kokkonen from For Real Fishing, Fishing for Real, was sitting in his ice hut and he thought, it would be awesome if I walked across this lake, and I might as well do it for a good cause. When the Kokemachine isn't fishing or making web-based informative comedy fishing videos, I'm sure you assume he's hanging around counting tall stacks of For Real fishing cash. But it's not true. There is no money. Naturally, one would think that once you start clearing 200 views a year that some YouTube guy's gonna show up with a big sack of cash for you. But that's not the case. He actually leads a double life as a support worker, where he works with Renee, Chris, and Mark. Only there they call him Erik, Hyga, Chum, and sometimes Chuck Chuck. That's how the Kokemachine earns his fishing rod money. So to help these guys raise money for their motorbike and sidecar, the Kokemachine decided he would walk across Lake Nipissing. And he made that decision for the following reasons. A. 2015 seems like a good year to do something really nice for people you care about. B. Seeing Renee, Chris, and Mark live a very full life brings him great joy. Hanging around with these gentlemen is easy on the spirits. C. It gives him a reason to get off his rump and make another video. D. The Kokemachine may or may not believe that there's a significant chance that he'll be granted some kind of super magical fishing luck by crossing the lake. So here's the plan. I like to call this little ditty Lake Walk for an Accessible Ride. Kokemachine, for real fishing, fishing for real. March 1st, 2015 at 8:03 a.m. the Kokemachine will depart from North Bay heading across Lake Nipissing. To give his adventure a bit of the old flair, the Kokemachine will be passing through the fantastically beautiful Manitou Islands on his way to the South Shore. And by the time he reaches said islands, he will have easily burned through all of the cheesecakes, ice creams, and pizza buns that he so vigorously consumed during the holiday season. Thus, the Coke machine will warm up behind a snowdrift where he'll need to eat some kind of high-torque sandwich. You know, lots of cheese, lots of spice, get a stack of cabbage in there. You know, something to get the old chicken drum strolling again. After about 7 kilometers past the islands, the Coke machine will no doubt suffer from a severe case of carbuncling of the kneecap. That, exasperated by a pre-existing condition known as pancake of the foot, will cause the Coke machine to fall onto his hands and knees, where he'll have to travel in that fashion for the remainder of the adventure. Once the Coke machine has reached the South Shore, he will assume the fetal position. Handlers will shuffle a largish piece of cardboard underneath him and then load him into a vehicle which will drive him directly to his bed, where he will then sleep for several days. Just kidding. Actually, the Coke machine plans to meet up with Renee, Chris, and Mark at the Waltonian. There, we're gonna have a couple of adult beverages, reminisce on the adventure, and ponder the adventures to come. See you there. But Coke machine, that walk is over 18 kilometers long, across a frozen lake. How do we know you're gonna be safe? No problem. Bonfield small engine enthusiast Jamie Turner will be ripping back and forth in an outdated skidoo to ensure that the Coke machine does not A. fall through the ice, B. wig out in a snowdrift, or C. teleport to another realm. You can sponsor the walk at www.gofundme.com/lakewalk. For more info on this and other fundraising efforts working towards this dream, check out www.facebook.com/motorcycle sidecar.